Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're finally going to check the special ops supplies and the selection gacha. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So, special ops supplies. You already know these things, they are pretty pricey, but this time it is not that bad. Still, I wouldn't recommend it. But let's see why this is not such a bad idea. So, checking the pool, we can see that we have White Feather Asuka, the best supporter in the game. We have Onisake Kirara, one of the best supporters in the game. Ingrid, a pretty decent supporter for normal content. We have Noah. This one is niche. This one you do not want. I mean, having one copy is nice for the formations. And I mean, you may have one S level 5, but it's not necessary for the most part. Then we have Felicia, another excellent supporter that gives you a ton of damage. Astaroth, another excellent supporter that gives you a ton of damage. Rin, a pretty good supporter, but only useful on normal content. Then we have Shizuru, a very niche supporter. Though the effects are interesting, they are not necessary, trust me. So you may get this for the formation, but that's about it. Then we have Saika, a really good supporter, generic for green, and everyone can equip this. It's amazing. Tokiko, this is niche, but it is more useful than the other niche supporters that I mentioned. Because this one is excellent for super slow strategy and it's supportive for the whole team regarding range attacks. So yeah, this is good. For weapons we have Mariner in the Storm, which is good for normal content, not for VR because this enhances crit. This one we have Clear Wing Blade, which is, I mean, usable. It's not busted, but it's usable. Then we have Ad Hoc Blade, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's debatable which is the best weapon for Ingrid, but this is pretty strong. Then we have Chaotic Beholder. This is really nice when you want to use Green Noah, but that's about it. I mean, this weapon usually has one specific color. Wicked Nifrinka. It is a good weapon, but Astaroth already has good options. She has, for example, Undying Apophis, and that's really good. So, not necessary. Aurora, it enables certain things with red, but you can work with the SR weapon just fine. Then we have the Hour of Dawn, super good weapon, kind of a must-have. So, yeah, if you get this, you'll be great. Then we have Sight of Deity Tsuyugiri, okay. And this is good for Felicia. Yeah, it's especially good because it removes buffs. So getting this is really nice. Fragarak is going to be this one is usable, but it requires so much micromanaging that it is not that appealing. It is not as simple as button smashing. If you like micromanaging this, then maybe you want to use this weapon. And then we have Ariel, a really strong weapon. Basically, if you get Ariel, the Eye of Dawn, maybe Aurora, depending on what you want, or Saika, Tokiko, Astaroth, Felicia, sorry, Kirara and Asuka, you're gonna be golden. But then there's the chance to get the SRs, and that's horrible. The SRs are all pretty bad. They just provide damage against super armor, which is not a bad effect. Most of the time the bosses are gonna have super armor, but you don't use this. You use them for the skins perhaps, but the fact that a paid gacha has a chance to get an SR really diminishes how appealing this could be. You only get 5 things for each $27 that you spend. So yeah, it's really difficult to get it. When would be which would be a good situation for you to actually roll? If you're a player who do not have any of these 5 out of 5 and you're a spender or a low spender, then this particular special ops supply might not be that bad. Consider that there's a not insignificant amount of supporters that are strong, and I mean really strong. So yeah, you may want to roll, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's the truth. I wouldn't recommend that you roll on it. If you want to grab the voucher, a select voucher, to get one of these, you would need to spend a ton of money. You would need to do this 5 times. You see? And to get the one for the weapons, you would need to do it 5 times again. Please, guys, don't. I mean, you may do what you want, but it's not a wise idea. Instead, what you want to do is that you want to go to the selection gacha. The selection gacha is amazing. So, number 1, right now that I don't have anything selected, you can see that there's a number of supporters and weapons that you can get. And the important thing here is that there are weapons for Rin, the limited for Rin, the limited for Kirara, the limited for Astro, the limited for Asuka, the limited for Ingrid, for Noah, for Shizuru, for Felicia, Saika, and Tokiko. So all of their limited sets, weapon and supporter, are here. And as I mentioned, they are the same as in the special ops, and they're pretty good. So yeah, spending on this is not a bad idea. And the thing is that you select something that you want the most. Guys, if you don't have 2 copies of White Feather Asuka, go for White Feather Asuka. I know that some of you might be inclined to get something different, but trust me, you want 2 copies of White Feather Asuka. After you have that, you may change it, okay? So we put apply and confirm. You can only equip 1. So what is happening over here now? If we go to the percentages, we can now see the percentages, and as usual, it's going to be 3% for the UR, and we have a 1.2. Every 30 rolls, on average, technically, you should get a UR item, and there's a third of a chance that you get the one that you want, in this case, White Feather Asuka. So if we compare it to Zeus, it's going to be the same. It's like any other banner. The percentages are kind of the same, but there's an advantage here. There's an advantage. Percentages. What's the difference between this and this? Oh, I see. Well, there's an advantage, and it's that you have a chance. You have a chance to grab other limited supporters. They are in the pool. Yeah, unfortunately, there's also the permanents, but just having that chance to grab other great supporters is good enough. And besides, you are trying to get, you have the most chances to get the thing that you really want. So please, this is a great moment to roll. If you're excited about the upcoming weapon for Kurenai, then perhaps you don't want to roll right now with your gems. But consider that this is the first time that they're doing this, and that you can select, where is Kurenai, my god. Where is this girl? Kurenai. Yeah, the weapon for Kurenai. So we're gonna receive her renewal weapon, just keep that in mind. But this is the first time that they give us a select option, and you can select White Feather Asuka. How many chances are you going to get 2 copies of White Feather Asuka? Not that many. I mean, they will in the future eventually, but now is a great time to grab her. And I'm planning to do a video on how to optimally use 2 White Feather Askas, because that's busted and everyone is going to want to use this. But I've been insisting a lot on White Feather Aska, but of course we have many other options. If you already have your 2 copies, well, what are you grabbing? Or if you don't want that White Feather Aska because you don't want to abuse that strategy, well, tell me what are you grabbing. Let me know in the comments. Which are your reasons for selecting the supporter or weapon that you're selecting? And good luck on your rolls. You're gonna need it, guys. One thing, the PD is going to offer you a voucher. This is way cheaper than what they're doing with the special ops. So you get 1 voucher on the first 100, and if you do 200, you get a voucher for the weapons. So yeah, it is not a bad choice. I don't know if I want to roll twice. I might, because it is just that good. Because I can select the thing that I want the most. And there's a couple things that I want. I want, for example, I don't have all the copies of this, nor this, nor I could get more copies of Felicia. I don't have all the copies of these. So yeah, I don't know. Let's hope that I get lucky, and you too, guys. We really have to take advantage of this special gacha. It's just amazing. So tell me, what do you think about this? Should Gremory do this more often? I think they should do this drop rate up twice a year at least. It is just amazing. And they could add even more things to the pool, like all the supporters like Oboro, like the character release limited supporters, not just the set limited set supporters. But in any case, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments what you're going to roll for, and if you're going to roll for this, because as I mentioned, there's things coming in the future. Most likely we will get another limited pack, a new limited pack for one of the characters that we are missing, which would be Sora. Wait a moment. Sora, Aina, Francis, and Natsu just released, so probably not Natsu. But in my opinion, it's gonna be either Sora or Aina. It's very likely, just that. So yeah, depending on how much you can spend on the game or how much you can save F2P, you have to make a decision right now, because we're not gonna have that many chances to grab White Feather Aska. So good luck. I hope that you get what you want, or that you do not succumb to temptation if that's what you want. And that's gonna be it for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!